Let me ask you something that might sting. How much of your life, your mind, your time, your energy have you wasted caring about things that never mattered? People's opinions, social pressure, imagined expectations, fear of judgment, fear of disappointing others, fear of not fitting in. And while you were busy trying to please the world, your own life silently fell apart. Because here's the truth you've probably never said out loud. You give a fuck about too many things, and almost none of them help you become the man you're meant to be. Lock in, because today, we sharpen the skill that will rebuild your entire life. Not giving a fuck, not in the selfish, careless way, but in the disciplined, powerful, identity-shifting way. This is Sword Edge Mindset, and this is where you take your power back. Problem: you give a fuck about everything. Let's go straight into the battlefield. Right now, your mind is oversaturated with noise, opinions, judgments, comparisons, unrealistic expectations. You care about what people think. You care about how you look. You care about who approves of you. You care about disappointing strangers. You care about appearing normal. You care about fitting into systems that don't serve you. And the worst part, you care about losing things that aren't even yours yet. This is where the rot begins. Because every time you care about something meaningless, you lose power over something that matters. Your focus, your discipline, your identity, your mission, your self-respect. Psychology calls this attention fragmentation, when your mental energy is split so thin across insignificant things that you have nothing left for the things that could actually change your life. It's like trying to fight a war with 1,000 tiny cuts bleeding you out. Every fuck you give is a cut, and you're bleeding to death in silence. Let me hit you with a truth bomb. You are not tired. You are not lazy. You are not unmotivated. You are overwhelmed. Overwhelmed because your brain is carrying the weight of 100 fears that don't belong to you. Fear of being judged, fear of failing publicly, fear of being misunderstood, fear of standing out, fear of being seen as different. Every fear is a chain. Every chain steals a piece of your mental freedom. And the world loves this, because a man who cares about everything is a man controlled by everything. The soldier in the crowd, imagine a soldier standing in formation. He's focused, disciplined, locked in. Then imagine a civilian whispers something behind him. Another criticizes him. Another laughs at his uniform. Another says he's wasting his life. Another mocks his dreams. If that soldier breaks formation to respond to every voice, he's no longer a soldier. He's a clown in uniform. He's lost the battlefield. He's lost the mission. He's lost himself. Now here's the question. How many times have you broken formation to respond to voices that never mattered? People who don't care about your future. People who don't build your life. People who don't carry your struggles. People who won't be there when you fail and won't help you when you try again. You broke formation for them. And that's why we're here. TRUTH. Caring too much is a psychological trap. Let me give you the raw psychological truth. 1. Loss aversion bias. You fear losing approval more than gaining progress. 2. Cognitive dissonance. Your actions don't match your values, so you feel mentally split. 3. Habit loops. You've trained your brain to seek validation, not victory. 4. Social conditioning. You were taught to obey, not to lead. 5. Dopamine dependency. You chase micro-approval instead of macro-achievement. But the deepest truth? You became addicted to giving a fuck because every time you cared, you got a tiny dopamine hit. Am I liked? Am I accepted? Am I safe? Small rewards that kept you mentally weak. You cared your way into a corner while your real life slipped out of your hands. You cannot build a powerful life if your self-worth comes from the outside world. Because the outside world will always demand more, expect more, judge more, take more. They don't want you strong. They want you compliant, predictable, shaped by their rules. Once you stop giving a fuck, you stop being controlled. And that terrifies people. Who you become when you stop caring, when you learn the art of not giving a fuck. You don't become careless, you become dangerously focused. Your energy becomes intentional. Your boundaries become sharp. Your priorities become sacred. Your discipline becomes unstoppable. You stop living for applause and start living for purpose. You stop caring about opinions and start caring about identity. You stop fearing rejection and start fearing stagnation. You stop bending to the world and start building your world. This is the version of you that men respect and women feel safe around. This is the version of you respect. The enemy within speaks listen to this dialogue, because you've heard it your whole life. What will they think? What if they laugh? What if I fail and look stupid? What if I'm not good enough? That voice is not your ally. It's not your protector. It's not your conscience. It's your fear-conditioned identity, built by years of caring too much and expecting too little of yourself. Every time you followed that voice, you stayed small. You stayed silent. You stayed safe. You stayed weak. And your life reflected that. Listen up, a soldier doesn't care about the noise. He cares about the mission. You need the same mindset. Lock in. Hold the line. Stabilize your mind. Your mission is your life. And anything that distracts you from it doesn't deserve your fucking attention. Consequences of caring too much. If you don't master this art now, here's what your life becomes. You'll say yes to things you hate. You'll take blame you don't deserve. You'll hide your ambition so others feel comfortable. You'll stay quiet when you should speak. You'll avoid risks that could change your life. You'll apologize for existing. You'll sacrifice your potential to protect someone else's comfort. You'll die a man who lived everyone else's life except his own. And that is the greatest tragedy of all. The turning point? The moment it all changes. So what is the art of not giving a fuck? It is the ability to choose what deserves your energy. Ignore everything that doesn't. Build an identity immune to opinion. Protect your mission at all costs. Respect yourself enough to reject nonsense. Stand alone without collapsing. But before I give you the 4-step protocol that will teach you exactly how to practice this daily, there is one truth you must swallow. This truth separates the weak from the strong, the boys from the warriors, the easily controlled from the mentally unbreakable. And if you can't handle it, you're not ready for the art at all.